Well, as you can tell, I've still got that throat irritation. Sucking down more Fisherman's Friends, which I bought at the local convenience store. So they help. They give you short-term relief anyway. And I went to the bar last night, usual thing. Home, the girl that usually looks after me, she seemed pretty tired. You could tell she just didn't have any energy and wasn't in the mood for banter or anything like that. So, it's a lady there. She's good actually. Got to hope she's going to be there when I get back. I'll take the chance of her being there. I'll go to the get the far bow today, and I might skip getting the coffee, because there's usually a couple of opportunities to buy stuff. Unfortunately, that woman, there's no guarantee she's going to be on my corner, so I might have to buy it earlier from the woman that charges more, charges 15. What can you do? There's people selling stuff there though. There's a few options. Hopefully it'll be alright, but it's just hit and miss. And anyway, the last night, I don't know, it was just, I had a strange feeling. I didn't feel like chatting. All the usual sort of bar talk stuff didn't appeal to me. And I had a chat to Bill, who's one of the regulars there. He was sitting next to me, and he was chatting to a German guy that I seem to have a communication problem with. I don't know if he can handle my Australian accent, but he gets on well with Bill, but I just can't string a couple of sentences together with him without there being some confusion of the meaning. But anyway, as far as the actual bar's concerned, I'm getting a little jaded about the whole thing. You know, it's a novelty when you first get here, chatting to all these attractive young bar girls. Not that most of them will talk to you. You have to really work at it yourself. Most of them won't come up to you. I've only had a few of them there that have actually approached me. And then you've got to just do all the small talk bullshit, and I just wasn't in the mood. And I guess I'll go back there before I leave, but I'm in no rush now. I'm just really, I don't know, I might look for other things to do. But I went into another bar later on, which got good reviews, but there's no one inside the bar now. It may be unfair to just walk out, but I just didn't feel comfortable sitting in a bar after the happy hour I've been into with an empty bar and me being the only customer. So I just I walked out, which is, I've done that a few times, but sometimes I'll stay, but most of the time I'll walk out. I prefer to go to a bar, it's got a little bit more life, but it's a bit unfair. It was only a Monday night, so it's a quiet night, so it may not be represented at all of what's normally happening. Anyway, oh, there you go. You can hear that throat of mine. I'm struggling. Probably another good reason not to pull back on the bars. Get some healthy food today. Get some greens from the local restaurant that has the traditional Vietnamese greens. That might be a good idea. The Chinese tea, the iced Chinese tea will go down well, I'll tell you it from here, so Vietnam. Anyway, there's a YouTuber, she's from the north, and she's spent a lot of time in America, and she was comparing the north and the south versions of pho, and I definitely prefer the south. It's got more veggies, that's what I really like. There were two women with bikes selling drinks, and now neither one of them are available. I mean, it's a pity you can't do it like Grab and tell them you're in the area and get them to come around, because it's just frustrating as hell. Never know when they're going to be about. That's when they're gone. There's one. Where's she going to go? Who knows? Anywhere I'm not, I would say, is probably the answer. Let's just see. She might stop up to here. I might have a look around. I like just changed. The lady's just down there at the end of my street. So good thing I circumnavigated the area and got back on the off chance someone was around, and it's the cheap one. I got two of these for 20,000. You only get one. Well, you get normally 15 at the one I've been buying off, but I bought one off her. She's going to give me from the 20,000, so I was going to give. So I realised she's the cheap one, so I decided to buy another one, which made her happy and made me happy. I'm going to just getting myself some greens again. That's all I'm going to order. It's at 40,000, so it's about a little less than $3. Pretty reasonable. And yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I've had this really bad cough the last day or two, so it's affected my sleep last night. And I'm not going to go out to the bars. Actually, the bar girl, Hong, who looks after me there, she left her phone at work, and that she didn't get back to me till today. And she said she drunk too much. So I don't know if there were lady drinks, but whatever. But yeah, so. But hopefully I'm on the mend, because I'm just worried if I'm not in good shape, if you're getting on the plane and I'm coughing my lungs out, it's not going to go down well. And I've got to do my declaration on Friday, so we'll see what the health questions are. But it just feels like a normal cold. I'm sure it's not a COVID thing, but I could do the test. But I'm going to have an RAT when I get to Sydney anyway. You have to get back into Queensland. Very strange. I had the same meal as the previous time without the meat, but they gave me the complimentary tea in ice, and also some condiments I didn't get the first time. So I think I got the short end of the pineapple the previous time. I got the proper. And it costs the same. It's only 40,000. They seem like nice guys, but you know, it's the old story. Depends who serves you. But good they get some greens into me. Very happy with that. I need all the help I can get right at the moment. The coat is a bit tender. I scored myself an outside tail if it's good. That's what I wanted. And I feel like absolute crap. So I know that the Farbo will help me. It's weird. I always have this confusion when I order it. So I point to the particular choice of far, which is actually number 4, and then I pick the size, which is the big one, and it always inevitably causes confusion. I don't know what I point exactly to it, but so many times the waiter has actually shut the menu, confused, then open it up again to get me to confirm again. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what's going on there. That's quite an interesting piece of architecture there, modern architecture. I'm so I've got it's real hot overnight sweats and sore throat. The only thing I haven't got is a cough. That seems to have gone. So that's good news. Here we go, going to get replenished. There's a stack. There must be a stack of people here. There's a lot of stuff sitting there. Had to all be cleaned off. But yeah, the cough's gone, but still feeling a bit feverish, and breathing's a bit dodgy, energy level's bad, not getting much sleep because I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I just can't breathe when I'm lying on my side. If I'm standing up, I'm much better. But this is following a pattern that I've gone through many times with colds, so I'm sure it's nothing COVID, but I've got a test kit, and I can confirm it's non-COVID, but I'm a bit worried. I've got to do the passenger departure declaration section that deals with your health tomorrow, because it's within 72 hours of my flight. I don't want to cause any hassles of me getting home. That's my major concern. Now, I've got to do an RAT at the Sydney anyway, because Queensland requires it. This is Queensland, the state that's just banned the swastika. So with the land of freedom, I mean, God, are that paranoid? Just insecure. That I bet you the one thing that wouldn't be banned would be the hammer and sickle. That will never get banned. I had too much customer service in a place. It's the second time that the guy come round, to the maintenance guy with his step ladder to supposedly fix up this leak that was down here, but he felt it, and there was no moisture today. So he came back again today out of the blue. and he had a go at it again, and I still don't know why, because to me that's not an issue. There's a leak from the refrigerator. There was a pool of water there, and that's why they've got the towels down there. But it wasn't the bloody aircon. It might have leaked. Obviously, at some stage it leaks. It was leaking, but it's dry. Just needs a paint job. That's all. So, like I said, sometimes they can be overzealous. It was the cleaning lady, and I mean they're really nice people, but she's gone a little over the top with this one, I think. Anyway, so hopefully I won't get another interruption the next day. I wonder if I should have an umbrella. It's spitting a bit. It's not bad, but yeah, it's very hard to tell from that hotel room what the situation is. I've just completed the passenger declaration form, which you've got to fill in, before returning to Australia, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. It's fairly lengthy. And it does mean you don't have to fill out that bloody thing on the form on a piece of paper before getting back, which is the good news about it. But yeah, it's fairly comprehensive. It does require quite a bit of stuff, especially considering the patchwork of rules between different states when it comes to COVID. So I had to opt for one of the quarantine options, and I'm not really 100% sure. I've read the stuff. I think I'm right, but it's very complicated. I reckon a lot of people get it wrong, so that's something they probably should be looking at. I think a lot of people just don't really know where they stand, and asking them to sort of work it out, I think it's a bit rough, because but anyway, I've done it, and that's about the last step I've got to worry about. I didn't have to worry about my current health status or anything like that, so that was good. You see how busy the Bang Me place is at the moment, because it was absolutely flat chat last time I went. So that was around 7 AM, which must be the commencement time for school, so probably their busiest time, and that's half hour later today, so hopefully not so bad. And had another mediocre night at number 5 bar, so the magic's certainly gone off that place. I had a really good run, and now it's just turned to the proverbial. So I don't know what happened last night, because the girls I knew were there, but I couldn't get any of their attention, so that's interesting. And there's no one to chat to, no patrons, so it's a real drag. So anyway, I don't even know if I'll bother going back there tomorrow night. I don't know if there's any point. I've got a stack of money. My finances are great because I just haven't been spending much. I want to buy some gifts, but the place I went to, the gift shop, was closed. It wasn't in operation, so there is a market I might go to. I don't know. I'm able to work out how to get a screenshot on my mobile, which is very handy in that there's 2 major documents I need when I go to the airport. Still got to show your vaccination certificate, which is a bit strange considering I've already showed it to get here. So I mean, why you have to do it each time is pretty crazy, because they know that I'm okay with it from the point that I've left Australia and was given okay to get here. But yeah, the bureaucracy is a bit overwhelming these days with travel, but anyway. But I've got it now, a permanent pictures. Even if I don't have an internet connection, I can just get it in one of my photos as screenshots. So I've worked out where they are too, so I can access important information like that, plus the summary I did for the declaration form. So that's really all they really need. I mean, I'm presuming that they've got an electronic copy themselves, because you send it through the answers to the questions. The only other thing I've got to do now is get the RAT test, the RAT organised for Monday in Sydney, because I'll have to get that to get my domestic connection to Cairns.
So that's the only other piece of crap it is. Quite a nice little street, this. Haven't walked down this one yet. There's still so many streets in this area. Yeah, little restaurant there. Looks quite nice. Oh, it's a very nice area, but I've got a feeling I might end up staying in District 1 if I come back in September. The guys has taken this little shortcut here, so it goes down to my area just down there, and that's part of the residential blocks. And as I say, they've seen better days, in my opinion. You've got this nice little park here. Pretty sure if I follow this around, I can just avoid all the... Jesus. It's always obstacles when you want to walk anywhere around here. That's quite a nice little park there. But SC Vivo should be just over there. So I'll take the tradesman's entrance. I'm finding it a bit hard walking. Still my breathing's not great. That's why, I mean, I still might go to the Bintay market tomorrow. I'm just hoping my breathing's improved a bit, because there'll be quite a bit of wandering around. I don't know how big it is, but yeah, like I say, I'm struggling to get a bit of oxygen at the moment, so we'll just make it to the SC Vivo, and if there's any decent shops there, maybe some sort of a gift shop, department store, or whatever. Yeah, just a combination of restaurants, clothes stores. Seems to be basically the main type of retail in this area. Got some woman screaming out to a PA about something or other in Vietnamese. I've no idea. Haven't found anything like a gift shop so far, nothing. So it's multi-leveled, so it is aircon. That's the good thing about it. And it's pretty close to where I'm living, so it's not a big deal, but I just loathe shopping malls. They do have the advantage in hot weather like this of providing that coolness. So that's about it. But lots of different outlets, but you know, they're just selling a variety of the same stuff from what I can gather. Anyway, there you have it. It's actually, this is showing its age a bit too. I'll have to revamp at some stage soon. It's looking a little tired. As are the housing blocks, still looking tired too. So it's been around a while. The top level, and they've got an IMAX cinema up here. Oh boy, it's bright. Get some air into my face. Yeah, they got an IMAX cinema, and down there's a whole lot of photo booths, and that's the strangest thing. I would have thought digital photography would have put them out of commission, but apparently not. It's going to go. Can you go outside? Oh yeah, you can go outside. Here we go. Yeah, all these young Vietnamese getting their photos taken. It's strange, like going back in time. So I'm the only person out here, I think. There's no real views. You can see the buildings from over there, but you can't. Is there any decent lookout area? Maybe not. Yeah, it's a bit tired, this place. It's got that tired sort of feeling about it. Seen better days, so it doesn't look like there's really any vantage point to get a decent view, which is a bit of a shame if you're on the roof. In the real world again. I did actually have success there shopping, because there's two co-ops. It's an interesting setup. They've split them in two on different levels. So if you've got to buy a certain amount of goods, you'd have to go to the other co-op, which is a pain for me because they tie up my bag. So they'd have to untie it each time for me to do the other shop, which is pretty insane. But I only went to one of them because I found something I can use as a gift. Something I want myself, actually. It's just a little baskety type thing, with like mosquito netting that folds over to protect your food in the kitchen. So I'd find it useful, so I thought, well, I'll buy a couple of friends the same, and hopefully it'll be okay. Back in my part of the world, as I say, a very successful little shopping trip. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.